Hi, welcome back to Readings and Commentary with Insane Sam. These are readings from history, philosophy, poetry, literature, just anything in the written word that I like that I think you might like. And today we have some more Robert Frost poetry. This one's called Acquainted with the Night. I have been one acquainted with the night. I have walked out in rain and back in rain. I have outwalked the furthest city light. I have looked down the saddest city lane. I have passed the watchman on his beat and dropped my eyes, unwilling to explain. I have stood still and stopped the sound of feet when far away an interrupted cry came over houses from another street. But not to call me back or say goodbye, and further still, at an unearthly height, one luminary clock against the sky proclaimed the time was neither wrong nor right. I have been acquainted with the night. You know, Frost was a guy who fought depression most of his life. He led a bit of a sad life. His father died when he was only 10 years old. His family moved from California to New England when he was very young. He got married and had 6 children. Only 2 of them outlived him. And there were just a series of things that made Frost a bit of a depressed guy. And this is a poem that reflects some of that depression. It's kind of a testimony to his living through very dark times, and it reveals how isolation and depression shaped his worldview. He walks at night. It shows his distance from others, both physically and emotionally. You know, he avoids contact with the watchman. He hears distant cries, but he knows they're not for him. And all this shows the night as a space that separates him from society. He is in the city, surrounded by people, yet he's alone. When he hears people cry out in the night, no one calls him back to say goodbye. Even the cry from people from another street or for someone else. And this indifference kind of amplifies Frost's solitude. And even with the clock in terms of time, it's a luminary clock, probably the moon. And unlike a specific clock that would have like in a watch, this time is neither wrong nor right. It just highlights a sense of indifference and foreboding. And it's all this is, you know, you could go into this a little more deeply, I suppose, but it shows the insecurities and depression that that this wonderful poet experienced during his whole life. So with that, that's the end of the reading for today. Do me a favor. Click the button and subscribe. Share this with all your friends, get them to subscribe. And with that, Insane Sam out.